Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and I'm here today with a quick video because I just realized that this Redmi K20 Pro Mi 9T Pro has celebrated 1 year on the channel. And this is really not a review after a year, more of a retrospective of this phone that I think was just such an iconic piece of tech from 2019. I remember when I got this phone, guys, I was at Computex and I saw the announcement of the K20 Pro. Everyone was buzzing about it, and I reached out to my guy, shout out to Lampo. He got this phone on day one of release. So I actually managed to get back from Taiwan earlier that day, and the phone was already arriving in the store. I rushed over to the store, picked it up, but instead of doing a street tech video, I brought this phone back. Now I had the flame red version at the time. I put that video up, and to this day, guys, it is still the #1 most viewed video in the history of my channel. So this Redmi K20 Pro was just an incredible device, not just for the channel, but I think for the entire industry. And when this thing was released, it really became, I think, the successor to the Poco F1 that was released in the previous year. And it just defied expectations with a gorgeous 6.39-inch bezel-less, no-notch display. You had the Snapdragon 855 aboard, 4,000 mAh capacity, a 48 megapixel Sony IMX 586 camera, and obviously all of this gorgeousness made possible by this pop-up camera that still pops up and works to this day without issue. There we go. And so not only was this an amazing release for my channel, it went on to join me on a trip to the States. And when I was in Vegas, I don't know if you guys remember, I did a vlog of this phone, my trip from essentially Washington, D.C. to Vegas. And I vlogged the entire trip with the Redmi K20 Pro. Now, later on, I would eventually get this global version of the phone, which is the Mi 9T Pro. And I got it in this gorgeous blue color. The red, flame red, is still absolutely stunning, but I personally have always liked this blue a little bit more. And so this is the phone I've kept long term. Now, here we are a year later, and I think a big question people still ask, especially because Snapdragon 865 phones are still so expensive, is this phone still worth getting in 2020? And I would say easily the answer is yes. This phone still represents, I think, a great option on the market for a Snapdragon 855 completely modern phone. Yes, it is not 5G capable, but you can now find this phone on sale for around $300 US. The Mi 9T Pro is still a bit more expensive. Now, maybe 3 months ago, I would have told you that this was the one phone to get, even still. But now, a year later, we have a successor, obviously, and here it is, the Redmi K30 Pro. And in my opinion, it just took everything that was so great about this Redmi K20 Pro and made it better. With a larger display, better vibration motor, which was something that I didn't really enjoy that much on the Redmi K20 Pro. Its vibration motor hasn't aged so well. It's a little too intense, and I like that they've changed that up here on the Redmi K30 Pro. And obviously, the look on the back has changed with this triple camera setup being replaced with a quad camera setup on the Redmi K30 Pro. But let's face it, guys, this phone, or as the Poco F2 Pro, is still costing quite a bit more, upwards of $500 US. And so if you're unable to pick up the China version of the Redmi K30 Pro, you may still be wanting to look at this Mi 9T Pro or Redmi K20 Pro for an even better deal. It still has one of the most gorgeous backs on a phone, and it's kind of sad that Xiaomi moved away from this very swishy, very unique looking gradient on the back of their phones. And the Redmi K20 series has continued to get software updates. Here I am on MIUI version 11, but this will be one of the phones to get MIUI 12 pretty soon. I've actually been waiting on MIUI 12 on some of my phones here. Haven't gotten it yet, which is a little surprising, but I hope to get it on this Mi 9T Pro very soon. And then it will literally be a terrific phone that will continue to work and continue to be a great option for you guys to consider. And after a year of use, it is still in pristine condition. The case that it came with is pretty similar to the one that we see on the Redmi K30 Pro. And in terms of durability, I think Xiaomi did a terrific job because after a year of use, these phones are still holding up very, very well. And one thing people might be nervous about after a year of use is the pop-up camera. How is it faring? It's doing okay. You see here, I don't use it too often, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really a big selfie shooter anyway, but as you can tell, it still has that drop protection and it doesn't have any issues after almost 1 year of use. So overall, guys, if for whatever reason you felt that the Redmi K30 K30 Pro, which is my real absolute recommend for best affordable flagship now. But if you felt it was a little too heavy, or if you felt the display was maybe a little large for your liking, you have in here with the Redmi K20 Pro, I still think a great secondary option, and one that you'll get at a much lower price point. It's got all the same kind of feels in terms of build quality, and the design continues to age very well. So a happy birthday Redmi K20 Pro, Mi 9T Pro. You're still a terrific phone after 1 year of use, and it's still a great recommendation to all of you guys who don't want to take the 5G plunge just yet, but want a very powerful and very well-made phone in 2020. But hit me up in the comments. Do you own this Redmi K20 Pro, Mi 9T Pro? If you do, how is it holding up? Are you happy with your purchase? Let me know in the comments, guys. I'd love to hear about it. And a special side note, I've officially launched my Patreon for Frankie Tech. So this is going to be a great chance for me to share even more access, more communication, and an even tighter knit community than here on the channel for all you OG fans who are interested. Check out the link in the description for more details. And I really appreciate all your support, guys, for making this a reality and a chance for me to continue being able to grow this channel and find new ways to support it. So thank you once again. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for future updates. Redmi 10X 5G, that's all I have to say. And stay tuned, guys. I will be getting my unit very, very soon, most likely tomorrow, and we can begin the full in-depth coverage of that phone. So stay tuned. So that's it. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one.